I am so sorry I am late to posting about Michael Jackson stuff on my page. I was taking a bit of a posting break because I got sick recently. Don't mind the voice, please and thank you. But I'm here now, and boy do I have many things to say. But before we go any further... That's better. Whew, it is a good time to be obsessed over Michael Jackson again. Similar to what many of you have probably been experiencing, I saw the Michael movie on Mother's Day with my mother, and ever since then I have been deep in mycosis syndrome, okay? And I honestly don't think this is going away anytime soon. Especially after, dealing with the current that is the TADC fandom and Glitch Studios in general. I'm not even gonna talk about that mess until after June 19th. It's as if the Michael Jackson and Epic the Musical fandoms just held out their hands and greeted me with open arms just to tell me that you are not alone. Anyway, without further ado, for my first official Michael Jackson related video, I'd like to share my story on how I even became a fan of his in the first place. It was that fateful day in 2009, and I was only 7 years old coming out of the second grade. Every single news channel in existence was announcing the devastating news that the King of Pop had passed away, and all I remember at that time were the adults and teenagers around me just crying and sobbing, "Michael Jackson is dead! Michael Jackson is dead!" And all my 7-year-old brain at the time could think was,
who's Michael Jackson?
Granted, I had heard a lot of his songs before, but I didn't really know the face behind the voice. Over the next few months, my mom, of course, plays more of his music for me so that way I could come to appreciate him as an artist. But it wasn't really until we saw the This Is It movie that I really saw him in all of his glory. The way that he sang, the way that he danced, choreographed, created, connected with people. It was like this summarizing snapshot of him that my mind could easily process at the time, and that was when I realized how great he was and how devastating it is that he's gone. I kid you not. For the next 3 years straight, all I ever consumed was Michael Jackson. I repeatedly listened to all of the CDs that we had of him, my 3 favorite albums being Dangerous, Off the Wall, and Invincible. I watched everything MJ related on early YouTube at the time. I'm talking short films, movies, commercials, interviews, concert footage, candid footage, and even fan content. You name it, I've seen it. Moonwalker was my favorite thing he ever did, ever, in his entire career. I watched that film so many times that I think at that age I could have quoted the entire script word for word verbatim from the start of the movie to the end. I also did kind of learn about the allegations, but didn't really know what child sex abuse was yet. But all I felt in my heart was whatever they accused him of doing, there was no way that this man could have done it. As I got older, the intensity of my MJ fervor dwindled just a little bit, especially after entering the nerd and theater communities and the subsequent deaths of Whitney Houston and Prince. Those two had a bigger effect on me because I was alive long enough to know who they were before they passed. Regardless, Michael still held a very special place in my heart, especially after the 2017 biopic, Searching for Neverland. That was when I was old enough to understand the trials and allegations, and that movie solidified my belief that Michael was truly innocent. And now, with the Michael movie, I feel like I am re-entering that childhood phase all over again. It has been 17 long years, and Mike is finally getting the overwhelming love and empathy he has always deserved. I feel like this is healing something deep inside of me, and I'm also just so happy to see so many new Moonwalkers join the MJ fan family. So Michael, if your spirit is somewhere in the room or just anywhere at the moment, I really hope you know that we still love you, we still miss you, and we still believe that your legacy will live on for years and years to come. Thank you for all that you gave to the world while you were here, and may your soul rest in eternal peace. And for the rest of you watching, I'm about to be insufferable for the foreseeable future, so if you're interested in that, be sure to give me a follow, and I will see you in the next video. Hee hee!